Hey buddy, it's Cheesestick here. In this video, I'm going to talk about my Dream Bedwars update. Let's hop in. Whee! So with my first item, I just realized that with the pop-up tower being the latest item that they've added in an update, they really don't change all that much. They are a fun, interesting item that adds some new strategies and new tactics to conquer a lot of different things. Pop-up towers can help breaking beds, can help just get some easy height, all of that. So I'm thinking, what could be another way to do all of that? Slime blocks. If you ever mess with them in normal Minecraft, you know that the bounciness lets you take no fall damage and bounces you up almost more than you jumped on. So the idea for slime blocks are clutches. Like ladder clutches, but slightly easier. But you only get 4 for 24 iron, which is way more expensive than ladders. And you're probably wondering, okay, then what's the point of getting these if they're just a copy of ladders, but even more expensive? Well, they're not just easy to place down, they also have a little bounce to them. So you can quickly place down the slime block when someone is going to go over you, and then you jump off whatever platform you're on, jump on the slime block, and you can get to them. It'll be an easy way to conquer those very fast bridges, and also a new alternative for MLGing, because you could use ladder clutches, which are less expensive, or slime blocks that are more expensive, but has some extra uses with gaining height and being easier. So let's move on to the next item. Now, this item is based off another item that is in Minecraft. One thing I've noticed is that the only item that has any fire properties is the fireball, and that's barely any. Instead of adding a fire enchantment to sword, we added a fire rod, like the knockback rod. Instead of launching people and being annoying, fire rod will help mainly on those very defensive players that bridge up and just stay in there, eat a golden apple, because they would be taking fire damage. It will constantly do damage for around 5 seconds. So it does a little bit of extra damage. And it costs 2 emeralds, mainly because of the fire. Now, I know that I've mainly stated, and Hypixel typically does, is just have little items with updates that barely don't affect it. That's what I've done with many of these items. Slime blocks, just some MLGing, and some height. Fire rods, just a little bit of help against stallers, and just making a new little entrance for water to make it actually useful in an offensive manner. Now, this is a lot different than those two items. Loop inventory. Loop inventory sounds so overpowered, mainly because it is pretty overpowered, but I do have a little bit of stuff that makes it not as overpowered. Have you ever had it where you just get knocked off and you lose all your loot and then the guy just comes and kills you? Because obviously you can have a wooden sword against a stone, iron, maybe even diamond sword. It's not a fair fight at all. So what the loop inventory adds is that for 10 diamonds you get 1 use, like a trap where it only does once. And instead of just keeping all of your items, it will only take tools, swords, blocks, utility items, all that. It will not take materials. Materials are not included. The main reason is that it gives another use to chest. Mainly saying, hey, you still want to put some stuff in your ender chest, even though you got a loop inventory. And it mainly just makes the game a little more balanced, because you don't just get everything around you. Maybe you have to leave some stuff at your base. You know, it adds a little more complexity and some strategies. And loop inventory could be help with rushing very powerful opponents, rushing people that already are coming for you, because everyone does those strategies, like a trade bed fake off, where you're going for their bed and they're going for your bed, but since you're closer, you break their bed first, then jump down, and then you kill them. That's the main part of loop inventory. You have to make the game very overpowered and not fun, just add a little bit of spice into the game. Now I know everyone's not going to agree to this. In the comments, I would love to hear some balancing suggestions, And maybe a part 2 where I include some of your guys' suggestions to add or take away some stuff from all of these. But I still hope you guys enjoyed this video. Cheese Stick signing out. Goodbye!